So I was wandering around YouTube a few days ago, and I came across a video from another content creator in regard to silver bars, where he gave his 5 reasons not to stack them. Well, I'm here today to dispute that stance a little bit and tell you why I love having them in my safe. We're going to talk about that and more, so make sure you stay tuned. YouTube, how are ya? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And as always, I hope everyone's doing well, and I'd like to thank you for being here today to check out the new video. The awesome support you've given the channel has definitely been appreciated, far, far more than you know. And like I always say in each video, best damn community on YouTube. You guys are awesome. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about how another content creator didn't think very highly about silver bars, and my arguments against his reasoning why I think they should be in your stack. Now, the guy made a good video. This isn't a hit against him in general, but he was a little bit narrow-minded with his reasoning and a little bit skewed. So that being said, let's go ahead and roll it.
Decal is here! Ooh!
All right, before I get too deeply into this, I want to do a really quick mail call from another content creator that I received. She is relatively new to the YouTube scene, but make no mistake, she's making a name for herself really quickly. Has just started making videos and is doing really well, so I would encourage her to keep that up. Keep rolling it. But she might be in line for the nicest packaging and delivery ever. I'm not even kidding. So right down to the envelopes and everything else, we're talking about none other than Raven Ivy. She says, Silver and Gold Stack Attack, want to send you some swag. I've been a fan for a while. Thank you for all you do, Raven. Get stacked. Hell yeah. Look at that card. That's awesome. But it doesn't end there. She also customizes these little burlap bags. Very cool. And what was in it? Well, I'll show you. A fantastic little koozie that will get use in this house. I promise you that. A kick-ass magnet. That is awesome. Like a magnet button. That is so cool. And of course a decal, which is definitely going up on the board. So please be sure to stop by and check her out. The link is in my description. If you haven't already, like I said, you may already know her, but be sure to stop by her channel, give her some love, give her a sub, and leave some comments on her videos. She's an up-and-comer, so let's guide her along. Raven, thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and kick this off. His first argument against silver bars was trade value. And he stated that many of us are stacking for doomsday scenarios and that it's much easier to trade a 1-ounce coin than a 100-ounce bar. Well, yeah, I mean, I get what he's trying to say here, but you're comparing apples to oranges. Folks who are stacker prepper types, they know they need smaller increments of silver in a post-SHTF world. I can't see too many people lugging around 100-ounce bars unless they're trading for something significant. Most stackers are aware of this, and most of us have our limits on the weights of bars we'll stack. Me personally, I love 1-ounce bars, but my main stackers are the 10-ouncers. Those are my favorites. And an occasional kilo, which is pushing it for me. I'm not totally with stacking kilo bars, but they are nice and they're a good size. And speaking of kilos, that is absolutely as high as I'll go on silver weight. That's it. Now my guess is this: you won't have any problem trading a legit silver bar for goods and services if it ever came down to it. There's a distinct possibility that if things get bad, then silver will be silver regardless. But 100-ounce bars aren't the most practical in the world, and I agree with part of what he said here, but he didn't give the whole picture because he was emphasizing a point that was kind of skewed in favor of his opinion. I mean, come on. Let's go ahead and show bullion to bars if that's what we're going to do. If you're going to make that comparison, let's go ahead and do the right deal. Moving on to his second point, that was collectability value. He said bars only appeal to a small or no market at all. And people collect coins because they like the looks of them, while bars are just plain and boring. Coins are going to appeal to multiple markets. Bars apply to stackers for weight. Really? Bars only appeal to a small market? Look, The reality is this: more coins are going to sell than bars due to popularity. But to say that there's no market at all for bars, that's just ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Most of the stackers I know here on YouTube have a decent number of bars in their collections. But the part that he said about bars being plain and boring, well, I beg to differ. There are a ton of bars out there with amazing designs that we can stack. For example, the American Reserve bar. When you can find it, it's going to carry a nice premium. Anglehards, simple, beautiful, insanely collectible, insanely priced. And try finding this Garasapa bar for under $400. Usually averages well into the 4s and 5s for 10 ounces of silver. That was sunken silver that was repurposed, and basically they made bars out of it. So it is collectible. There's plenty of collectability out there. Plenty. And even in the 1 ounce bars. This Una and the Lion 1 ounce bar was limited to 35,000. So don't tell me that there is no collectability in bars. It's not true. Now, the funny thing about 10 ounce bars, I'll only stack multiples of Britannias and RCMs, and that's because I love the designs. Plus, they're government backed. But I generally tend to buy different designs when I can in that 10 ounce range, and that's only if I like it. If I can't find any that I like, I'll just buy another Brit or RCM. All right, his third point, he said silver bars are less liquid than silver coins, and that it's easier to sell American Silver Eagles in comparison to silver bars. Now, he's kind of hinting here that there's going to be a lower level of liquidity to silver bars, and there's definitely truth to that based on the fact that generic silver, whether they're bars or rounds, will get far less in a resale value than certified government bullion. That is a fact, and it's indisputable. Generic silver is always going to resell for less than the government-backed stuff, and it's probably going to be at spot price or just barely above. Here's the thing, though. We pay less for generics than government-backed, but if you sell at the wrong time, you're more likely going to lose money on them. Now, let's look at it like this. During last year's dip into the teens with silver, I bought a ton of 1 ounce silver bars, a ton of them, at a little over $21 to $22 each. Now, with spot price at 25 plus today, I could sell those bars right now and make a decent profit if I wasn't stacking for the future. Not a ton, but at least I'd have a profit on my generic silver, right? Now, let's look at the price of American Silver Eagles during that same dip. They rarely went below $30 each at most of the dealers, so premiums were still high despite that dip in spot. Now, that wasn't the case on generic bars. We got some good deals. They were out there. And if we take a look at some online dealers, we're going to find there's about a $16 per ounce difference in between generic silver and an American Silver Eagle right now. Folks, that is a huge difference when it comes to price in silver. And I'll add one last example as to the potential of silver bars. When there was a huge need, my coin shop actually needed bars. He needed generic silver. He needed anything. He was running low. He's still running low. He's just now recovering. So I traded just over 100 silver bars and some other stuff and got back these. Beautiful double eagle. Awesome. Now, this thing's selling for well over $2,200, so I got value on that. But that wasn't all. He also threw in a 1/4 ounce maple. So I got that. And I got some cash back. So, not bad. I traded generic silver bars for pre-33 in Canadian gold. Even if we do the math at 25 an ounce spot, which is pretty much what I sold them for, I still made out in value. And it's all about timing. It's all about timing. You can benefit from silver bars if you're patient. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned about silver bars, they're much lower in premiums than government-backed bullion, so you're adding more weight at a lower price in the end, especially the higher up you go. You go from the 1s to the 10s to the kilos, you're going to get more silver for your buck. Reason number 4 that he gave, they're not as familiar or easily as recognizable as silver coins. Said there's a higher chance of recognition with an American Silver Eagle over a random bar, and people might not be comfortable with a trade. Here we go again. He's boiling things down to a trade scenario, and I'm going to put a skewer in that and repeat what I've been saying for years. In the event of an SHTF, there is a huge, huge possibility that silver and gold won't be immediately recognized for bartering purposes. Some will recognize it. The majority will not. You have to remember that people are going to be in a panic, and their first concern will be supplies for their families, not metals. Also, let's reiterate the fact that less than 5% of the population is stacking metals, or even knows the value of a 1964 quarter. I mean, people are going to look at you like you're crazy if you offer up 90% silver for supplies. It's going to take some time for the populace to embrace metals because they're completely unfamiliar with them. Look, I know I repeat this constantly in my videos, but folks, we've got to be aware of this possibility as we prepare for the future. Metals just might be for the recovery stage, and how long that'll take is anyone's guess. All right, his fifth and final reason not to collect silver bars is coins are just fun to collect, and they have more unique designs that'll appeal to more people. I think I've already proven in the beginning of this video that there's absolutely no shortage of cool designs on silver bars, right? As a matter of fact, some of the art bars that are out there now are absolutely fantastic, like this Argentia 10-ounce bar with the Goddess Mara. This is an absolutely beautiful bar. High relief, detail all over. Just an amazing bar. So, yeah, there's plenty out there for you. And even some of the generic bars are amazing in their own right. Look, here it is. Yeah, there are a ton of great bullion designs out there to collect. They're out there. But there's absolutely zero shortage of interesting silver bars to collect as well. So, as I start winding this video down, I'll summarize my thoughts with this. Buy what you like. Buy what you're comfortable with and what fits your budget. Stack for weight with some generics and stack for value with government-backed bullion. Bottom line, why not just have a healthy mix of all things silver? I mean, that's what I've done since I started stacking, and I've accumulated weight, value, and collectability along the way. And when I got too heavy in silver, I liquidated some generics for some amazing gold. I mean, it can be done. It can be done. But you'll never hear me discount the value of silver bars. They have their place in my stack, and there's no reason they can't have a place in yours if you decide to go that route. Captain Obvious approves. All right. There you have it. Now, I'll definitely acknowledge that silver bars aren't for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. Like I said, collect what you want, collect what you like. I just wanted to give my reasons for why they work for me and why I appreciate them. But anyway, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I love to read through them all, and I do try to respond to each one. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, that angry man's going to yell at you again.
What do you want to do with your life?
Damn right. Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.